Hi, this is Destiny from Desphixs, and I want to officially welcome you to the most comprehensive Django and React course, where we will be building an advanced multi-vendor e-commerce website. I'm thrilled to welcome you to a journey that goes beyond just coding. It's about mastering the art of building powerful and multi-purpose enterprise websites. In this course, we are diving deep into the dynamic duo of web development, which is Django and React. I'm excited to be your guide as we embark on the creation of an advanced multi-vendor e-commerce website, equipping you with the skills you need to succeed in the ever-evolving landscape of web development and e-commerce industry. But before we delve into the exciting world of coding, let me tell you why this course is unique and how it's designed to make you not just a proficient developer, but a confident architect of web solution for e-commerce systems. Now, imagine having the ability to craft websites that don't just meet industry standards, but redefines them. This course is not just about the lines of code, it's about understanding the intricacies of both Django and React and how they seamlessly work together to create robust, scalable, and visually stunning applications. Throughout this course, we will demystify complex concepts, break down real-world challenges, and guide you step by step in building a multi-vendor e-commerce website. From setting up a development environment to deploying your masterpiece to the web, you will gain hands-on experience that goes beyond theory. Whether you're a seasoned developer looking to add Django and React to your skill set, or maybe you're just a beginner eager to dive into the world of web development, this course is tailored for you. We believe in learning by doing, and this project is crafted to reflect the challenges you will face in the real world. Are you ready to transform your coding skills and build something extraordinary? I know I am. Let's embark on this journey together, where you will not only learn to code, but learn to create. Welcome to the best and most comprehensive Django and React course on building a fully functional multi-vendor e-commerce website. So without any further ado, let's get started. Hi, this is Destiny from Desphixs, and welcome back to the demo video in the Django React e-commerce series. In this one, we're going to go ahead and run through a demo of what the final product of this course will be all about. So hopefully you already know that we are building a multi-vendor e-commerce system using Django and React as the main frameworks, with a lot of other smaller packages. But in this one, the best thing I think we should do is go ahead and see what we'll be building, how everything is going to work, from the APIs to the front end, and pretty much the end product of the course. That is what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you will enjoy the video. So let's go ahead and get started. If I open up my browser and on multivendor e-commerce-api.up.railway.app on this URL over here, you can see that I have my APIs showing up here in a documented format. So everything looks really good from here. You can see that we've got quite a lot of APIs here that we'll be using to actually make our application come to life. So you can actually go through the APIs one after the other and see each and every one of the endpoints that we will be using. And we hosted this API on Railway, which means that our application right now isn't running on the development server, but instead it's running on a production server. So for the APIs, we hosted it using Railway. Railway is pretty much a hosting platform that you could use to host your Django related Node.js, Ruby, or any of that kind of application. And also our static and media files are running on AWS S3, which means we don't have our static and media files on our local server, but instead it's on AWS S3 buckets. So now this is our API. You can make calls to any of these endpoints over here and it's going to work. And to even better make the API functional, if I come over to the other tab, then you can see our React application front end showing up over here. and you can see that it's clearly running on its own URL, which means we don't have it on the local server. And our React app was hosted using Netlify. You can see this. So what we are pretty much doing here to list all the products and all the category and pretty much everything that we're going to be working with is consuming these APIs that we wrote over here. So with the help of these APIs, we can actually perform all this operation. For example, we can see the hot categories over here. And the API that actually performs this operation for us is pretty much the category API, this one over here. So now, if you want to run this API, I'm going to click on this and click on try it out and execute this API. So over here, this is the API URL, right? We can actually copy this API URL and let's say we want to run it here on a new browser. What do you notice? You can see that we have the API bringing in the categories over here with the keys, ID, title, image, active, and slug. So you can see the very first one on our list, which is gaming. Then this is where we have it here. You can see with its ID, with its title, gaming, which is what we are showing up over here. With its image, this, which is pretty much what we are showing up over here. So if you take a close look at the URL for this image, you can see that it's actually coming from AWS S3. You can see https://multivendor e-commerce buckets.s3.amazon AWS. So if you open this up on a new tab, then you could clearly see this is the image. Okay, so these are one of the things that I will be showing you how to work with, which is uploading your static and media files, or pretty much saving static and media files from AWS when working with Django REST framework. The course is really detailed and you're going to be learning a whole lot of new things. So that's pretty much it for the categories. I just want to give you a quick idea of how the APIs are being called. So for the products also, we have APIs that call the products. And after writing the APIs, we pretty much consume the API in the front end, make a call to the endpoint with some basic data, for example, like the logged in user ID, the access and refresh token, things like that, then we'll be able to get the product perfectly well. So after we've done this now, we can see our products on the go. We can add to carts from here. We could also add to wish lists from this page. So let me start off by trying to add this product to the cart. You can see my cart over here. I don't have any item there. I have 0. So if I get back here and click on add to cart, this shows this toast added to cart and the button changes to added to cart. Then over here, we can see that we now have 1 item in the cart. That is pretty cool. We can also add another item to the cart. You see, we now have 2 items in the cart. That is really cool. And another cool thing about this is the variation feature that I added. So you can see that this button over here is add to cart, but this one is variation. And why is that? That is because when the vendor was creating those products, they went ahead and added different sizes and colors to those products. So whenever I select a new color, for example, red, you can see we show up the red color over here, and we can select the size and also select the quantity. Then we can add to cart, and you see added to cart. So you can now see that we have 3 items showing up in the cart. Now let's take a step further and open up this product. I will open this product up, and you can see this is the product detail page where we have the title, the rating. Because we've got about 3-star rating, that is why we show this 3 stars over here, and all this are being calculated dynamically from the back end. And we also have the total number of reviews, which is 4 reviews. We have the regular price, we have the sale price, and we automatically calculate how many % off was given for those products. We have a dummy description. We have specifications that are being added by dynamic form, which means when you're creating a product, you can click on an add more button to add more dynamic forms to pretty much add your specifications. Then we have quantity inputs. We have sizes. If you select the size, you see it shows the size that you selected over here. Same as the color. If you select green, see, it shows the green over here. If you select yellow, it shows yellow. If you select red, it shows red. And that is pretty much how it works. So after all this now, you can still add to carts from over here. But since we already have this item in the carts, there is nothing that's going to happen again because we already have it in the cart. So that's it for the product detail page. You can also see where we have the images over here and the main thumbnail image. After this, down here, you can see the specifications that was created when we were creating this product. When you click on the vendor tab, you can actually see the vendor that's published this product. In the review tab, you can see the form to create a new review. You can see all the reviews that we had. So as you can see, Destiny Franks made a review, to Weaver made a review, Novus made a review. And that is pretty cool. So you could go ahead and add in a new review. So for that, let's firstly go ahead and log in, and that should bring us to the authentication system. After I show you guys how the authentication system works, then we will get back to actually working with this. So for the authentication system, you could go ahead and create a new account by putting in your full name, email, mobile, password, and confirm password. So I will fill this in right now and hit sign up. And as you can see, we show processing and disable the button. And as soon as we sign up a new user, you can see that this button here changes to accounts, logout, and the cart item is still there. So you can as well go ahead and log out. And as you can see, you have been logged out. Now you can log in again, or you can register. Okay. So while we are at the login, you can actually still press the forgot password and put in your email address over here, which will then go ahead and send you a password reset link. So I hit on reset password, and as you can see, password reset email has been sent. So with password reset email sent, I actually just received an email now in my mailbox to reset my password. So let me go ahead and open up my mailbox. So as you can see now, I have opened up my mailbox, and you can see it says, "Hi Destiny, you are receiving this email because you requested a password reset. Use the link below to reset your password." So you could go ahead and click on this link, click here to continue, and it will pretty much open up a new page for you on a new tab where you can now go ahead and reset your password. So you see, this is opening up the new page for us where we can reset our password. And because we clicked on this link, it will append some useful data over here. For example, the OTP. It will also append the UUIDB. It will also append the reset access token. And all this information are pretty much what we will use to verify a user account. So right now, my old password was testing321. I'm going to change this to testing3211 and testing3211. And I'm going to reset password. As you can see, it said password matched and password changed successfully. Okay. So right now it's prompting us to log in again. I will go ahead and log in with my details and hit sign in. So now no active accounts found with the given credentials, pretty much because I tried logging in with my old password, which will not work again. So I can now go ahead and log in with my new password, which is testing3211, and sign in. There you go. That successfully worked. And as you can see now, I have changed my password and everything seems to be working as expected. So after we log in, you can see that we get redirected back to the home page, and that is pretty cool. Okay, so what I want to do now is go ahead and log in with my main data, testing321. Seems I logged out the last time. So I'm logged in now. Then I could go ahead and add items to the cart. Let's say I want to add this to my cart and this also to my cart. And when I open this up, you can see the items that are in my cart. That is pretty nice. You can see the price, the stock quantity, the vendor that created this, the name of the product. You can as well go ahead and remove this from the cart. And as you can see, it's gone. And you can as well update your cart. See, we added 3 and you see it changes this to 60. It recalculates the subtotal, the shipping amount, the tax fee, the service fee. Service fee is pretty much the platform's fee, and it shows up the total over here. That is pretty cool. Then if you go ahead and remove this, you see it recalculates all this and sets all this to 0, 0, 0. And we can see our cart is empty. So we could go ahead and continue shopping. So what I was showing before was how to create reviews. Now, if we get back here and get down to reviews, we can now choose any of the rating that we want, maybe 4-star, 3-star, 2-star. Then we can add in our review title here. I can say this is another review. And when you submit review, you see review created successfully. And you see our review gets appended here immediately without even refreshing the page. So I think that's pretty much it for the product detail page. And also I've got a couple of settings for the review. You can actually set it so when a user makes a review, then over here, it's not going to get appended till a moderator actually checks if the review matches with community guidelines and things like that. And when the moderator makes the review active, then you can be able to see it over here. Now, the next thing on our list will be for the wish list. You could go ahead and click on add wish list. And as you can see, added to wish list, which means we can now view this wish list in our accounts page. But before we work with the accounts page, let's firstly finish up everything that we have to do on the store page. So now let me go ahead and check out. I added this item to my cart. And over here, I could go ahead and fill up these informations. If I try going to the checkout without filling up these, you can see it says missing fields or fields are required before checkout. That means I need to come over here and fill up my fields, right? And after you've done that, if you want, you can still update your cart data. See, then go to checkout. So right here on the checkout, we can now see this that says review your shipping and other details. Then you can go ahead and review your full name, email, mobile, address, city, state, and country. And you could also check if this is same as shipping address. So if everything works well as expected, then you could still view your cart summary, subtotal, shipping, tax, service fee. And just so you know, the shipping is calculated dynamically from the back end based on the amount of order that the user is making and pretty much the shipping amounts that the vendor sets for the products. And also tax is calculated based on user's country. So we automatically get the country of a user whenever they access our application, and we get the current tax of that country and pretty much calculate it against the total price of our cart. And also service fee is pretty much calculated based on any percentage that the owner of the platform wants to take from a user when they make an order. So for example, in our admin, I'm taking about, I don't know, maybe 3% or so whenever a user wants to make an order. So we pretty much take about 3% from the total order over here. And that is what we charge the users. Don't worry, we will still get to the admin section and I will show you everything that we need to know over there. So after we've done this now, the next cool thing that we have over here is coupon code feature. So you could go ahead and add a coupon code. Let me say I want to add a code called test1. This code obviously does not exist. And if I hit this over here, you see it checks for the coupon and it says, hey, coupon does not exist. Now we need to actually put in the coupon that exists for us to see the information show up over here. Now a coupon that I know that exists is code 1. And if I search for this, see coupon activated, and now you can see the total of the price or the total amount of the order has been reduced. Okay, that is pretty cool. So after we've done that, we can now pay with Stripe or PayPal, whichever one you want. So let me start off by paying with Stripe. And before I actually pay with Stripe, there is just one more thing that I want to do. You can see that this opens up Stripe perfectly well. Everything is working well with this. But let me get back to the site again here. And let me try assigning the code 1 coupon again. So assign this. Now it detects that coupon has already been activated. And it says, hey, this coupon has already been activated. So the actually the platform is quite validated in a way that we don't actually trick the platform into applying multiple coupons or doing things like that. So we have tight security checks in places. Now let's start off by paying with Stripe. We click on that, it shows processing. Then it opens up the Stripe page and we could go ahead and pass in our card details. Then I'll pass in a month and year that is in the future and my CVV. and also my name, and then I will go ahead and hit pay. So when you hit pay now, the things that happen here are quite interesting. Notice that when it redirects back to the site, as you can see, it shows pending, then it says thank you, your checkout was successful. So you notice that when it got redirected back to the site, it firstly showed pending. So the moment that it showed pending and thank you, some things actually went on in the back end. It was quite fast because we've got fast servers to handle this. But what we did was we actually validated the payment. So I've seen a lot of I'd say tutorials when they implement a payment gateway, and at the end of the day, as soon as it shows this thank you text over here, they pretty much mark the order as paid. In my opinion, I think that is quite insecure. The thing that you actually want to do is validate this payment, maybe using a webhook, or actually validate the payment against the payments gateway. So as soon as this payment gets made, the time that it showed pending, hopefully you saw that, what we pretty much did was we took this payment session and sent it over to Stripe, and on Stripe API, we pretty much verified if the payment actually went through there and if there wasn't any form of payment manipulation from the user and things like that. So Stripe will then send us back some data containing the payment status, the user country, the IP address, and pretty much things like that. So using the payment status that Stripe sends back to us, we will then validate the payment and see if it went through. And if it went through, then that's how the thank you page comes to show up. So if it went through, then we return a response back to the front end, telling our front end code, hey, the payment has gone through, show the user the thank you page. So that is why we now show this over here. That is pretty cool. So after this, the next thing will be to view order, download invoice, or you pretty much go home. So we can view this order. As you can see in a modal, it shows the name of the person that ordered, the email, and the street name. And apart from that, it shows the subtotal, the shipping, service, tax, and discounts, and also the total. So that's pretty much it for that. And we also have the download invoice. When you click on this, it opens up the invoice page. So on the invoice page, you can pretty much see that we have the customer information over here, the order ID, the company's information, like their logo, name, and phone number, and things like that. Then we pretty much have the order item, which is the green heart. We have the price, we have the quantity, we have the subtotal, and the discount was 15.20 USD. Okay, then after that, we can still see the summary, the subtotal, the shipping, the tax, the service fee, and the total over here. So I think that's pretty much what we have. A user can then go ahead and print this or save it as PDF. Okay, and after that, the last thing that we have over here is go home. So did you notice something that happened now as soon as the page gets reloaded? So I will reload the page again, so you see now it should show pending. Then you see it says already paid. As soon as a user reloads this page, we don't immediately want to keep saying thank you and thank you, because as soon as you run the thank you, it's going to mark the order as paid. So we'll mark the order as paid once we credit the vendors, their earning, and then we show a thank you page. But if a user reloads this page or anything of that nature, then we'll pretty much show already paid. You have already paid for this order, thank you. And we don't perform any operation again. So as you can see, the site actually knows when this page gets reloaded, when the order has been paid for, and pretty much things like that. So the next thing on my list will be to actually show you guys how the order confirmation email works, because the system has an email feature integrated into it, which pretty much means that when a buyer makes an order, they receive an order confirmation email. So to do that, I will go ahead and add one more product to my cart. And this time around, I'm going to be paying with PayPal so that you see how it works. And what I want to do over here is pretty much add in my email address where I want to receive the mail. So an active email address, that is what I want to add in. And also my name over here. Okay. So why I didn't receive an email for the previous one was pretty much because the email was not active. So after I have done this, I will want to go ahead and click on go to checkout. And this time around, I want to pay with PayPal. So I will go ahead and click on pay with PayPal. And as you can see, it will open up this cool page over here. Then we could go ahead and pretty much pass in our PayPal mobile number and password and hit login. So this is going to get my wallet. And all I have to do now is just go ahead and complete the purchase. And it shows thank you, verifies the payment. And over here, can you see pending? Then thank you. So that pretty much means that we perform the same operation on PayPal too. So the validations are not only on Stripe, but also on PayPal, which means when a user makes a payment using PayPal, we have to make a call to a PayPal API endpoint that will help us verify the payments from PayPal. And if the payment actually went through on PayPal's end, then PayPal is going to send a response back to our application, which is the server, which I will then send back to the front end to now show the thank you page. Actually doing this is very, very easy that you will be surprised on how it works. Okay, so after we've done this, we can still see the same informations over here. Go home and things like that. So now that we've done this, I have now received an email for my order. So what I will do is I will go ahead and open up my mailbox and show you guys this email. There are two emails that I want to show you here. Now take a close look at this. Because Destiny was the one who created the product, Desphixs is the vendor, right? So we send emails to the vendor. 2 items were ordered here. 2 items showed up in this order. Then we send new sale email to the vendor. And since Destiny was still the one that placed the order, then we'll also send an order placed successfully. Pretty much an order confirmation to Destiny. So let's start off with order confirmation. You can see over here that we have order confirmation showing up. And I actually received the spam alert there, pretty much because I'm using a sandbox API for my email. So when you're using a sandbox, it's gonna always check to see if it's a real person that's trying to, open up the email and things like that. So it shows a warning. But as soon as you upgrade, don't worry, I talked about all this in this video. When you keep watching, you will see everything on how to set up the mail, how to remove the, the spam alerts on live servers and things like that. So for the order confirmation, you can see it says, "Hey, Destiny Franks." It automatically detects the person that made the order. And it says, "Thanks for shopping with Desphixs. Your order ID is this." So you can see our order summary now. We can see the item that we ordered. Quantity is 1. Subtotal is this. Green hearts. Quantity is this. Subtotal is this. Then we can see our subtotal, shipping fee, tax fee, service fee, and the main total over here. Alongside that, you can also see the bio data, which is the user full name, their email, the mobile that they used to order, their address, city, state, and country. So all this information are pretty much the order confirmation email. Now you go ahead and change up this template. I showed how to do this in this course. Change up the templates to add your own design. Change up the data or pretty much whatever you want to do. I showed how to do all this. So you keep going and definitely we'll get to the section where we did this. Okay. Now remember we also have the new sale email. I will open up this one. And you can see over here we have new sale detail. And I'm going to say, "Hey, Destiny Franks, thanks for partnering with Desphixs." So the order ID is this for the new order that just got placed. Okay. Then they can see the order informations. You see, they can also see the top total, subtotal and things like that. And also the buyer data. Now it's up to you if you want to show the vendor the shipping fee, the tax fee, the service fee. If you don't want to show the tax fee and the service fee, I actually showed how to remove this in the course. So you could go ahead and get rid of this. Okay. In the payment email section of the course, I actually showed how to get rid of this and pretty much how to create this email feature. Then you can tweak it and put or remove whatever you don't want. Okay. So that's it for the email. As you can see, email works perfectly well in this system and everything is top notch. So back to the code, we have pretty much made an order and everything now works perfectly well as expected. Another feature that I want to show you guys here will be the search feature. So as soon as we start searching for converse and hit the search, you see it queries the API and pretty much return all the query that matches with our search over here. So because this has converse Chuck Taylor, we show these and these up. So if I want to search for okay, there is not, let me search for hat. I think I should have a hat product here. See, we have hat. So search hat. This is what we got for it. We can as well go ahead and still add to cart from over here in the search detail page, and it still works perfectly well. I will show you guys how to do this too. So after we've done this, I think that's pretty much it for the store. As you can see, we've got a lot of cool things going on over here. And actually, do you see what I just demoed now, from the viewing of products to paying with Stripe? Just for that, we have over 80 videos explaining every single thing that went on there, one after the other, line by line, and made it very, very detailed so that even a beginner can understand what is going on. And that is just to show you how detailed and organized and composed everything is. Okay, so now that we are done with this store, if I remember anything that I haven't shown over here, I will get back and show it to you guys. All right, so now let's open up the accounts page. If I click on this, you can see that we have accounts, order, wish list, notification, and settings. That is pretty much for a buyer, and also for a vendor. We can see all the vendor related links over here. Let's start off with the accounts. You click on accounts, then it says, hi Destiny Franks. From your account dashboard, you can easily view your orders, manage your or change your password, edit account information, and pretty much do things like that. So let's start off with the first one, which is orders. In the orders, you can see that it actually calculates how many orders that we've made, all the pending delivery, and all the fulfilled orders. Okay, so I've actually previously made some order before I started off with the video. So that is why we've got some pending delivery and some fulfilled orders. So after we've done this, you can now see the order list here. Look at the order ID, the dates that the order was made, the payment status, the order status, the total of the order, and you can go ahead and view more information about this order. So let me start off with this one. I click on that, it loads up the page, and I hope you can also see that really nice animation that loads up the page. And after we open the order, you can see the total, the payments, the order status, the shipping, the service fee, the tax fee, the discount. Okay, then we can still show the customer the items that they ordered and pretty much all that kind of things. So with this now, in the order detail, you can see the name, the image of the products that they ordered, the price, the quantity that they ordered, the total, and the discount that they got for that order. So that's it for the order detail. I'm going to show you guys how to build all this and how to actually make this work perfectly well. The next thing on our list is the wish list. In the wish list, you can see the item that I actually added to my wish list show up over here. It's quite simple, it's quite clean, and I'm going to show you guys how to build in the feature to add in a wish list and show it up over here. And we'll have a lot of asynchronous functions going on, which means that it limits a lot of page reloads. So when we do things like remove from wish list, take notes. As soon as I click on this, it will show removed from wish list, and see the item just gets faded out and it shows your wish list is empty. That is really cool. So the next thing on our list is notifications. For the notifications over here, you can see that as soon as we make an order, we receive a notification, right? So you can see your order this was successful. We see the order total, the shipping, tax, the service fee, and pretty much show a user their notification over here. And the next thing on our list for the vendor, actually not the vendor, but for the customer page, is the settings. Now the settings is a really cool place because you can actually change up your profile image. Let me go ahead and select profile image. I will open up my image section, open up avatar, and I will select maybe this one. And over here, I will change my name to Destiny Franks Sam. And you can still leave my address and everything the way they are. But as soon as I save this, you will see that when it gets saved, it shows profile updated successfully. Then you can see that my information's changed here. You can see my name changes, my profile picture changes. That is really cool. So we actually worked with files and uploading of images. But for this one, we haven't actually started working with previewing of images on the go. When we get to the vendor dashboard, I will show you how to work on that, which means as soon as you select an image, we preview it over here using React. So after we've done all this, that's pretty much it. Then a user can finally go ahead and log out from this page. So that's pretty much it for the customer dashboard. We pretty much have a simple dashboard over here that helps customers see their order, wish list, notification, settings, and these are pretty much everything that a customer needs. Okay, and after we've done this, let's go ahead and open up the vendor dashboard. So welcome to the vendor dashboard. This one actually is a little bit more advanced, more detailed, more complex, and that is pretty much because for a vendor, you want to give them more information that you can to actually manage their sales, inventory, and pretty much things like that. So over here, you can see the total amount of products that this vendor has. He actually has 9 products and 7 orders, and the revenue is 691.81 USD. Okay, so this is the total revenue that this vendor has made. And from over here, we can see a pretty nice chart analytics that shows the total orders, count of the order, and the months when the order was made. So you can see 9, 10, and December over here. You can see October, you can see September, right? So this looks pretty good. If you hover on any of this, you can see that in the month September, we have 2 orders that were made. In the months October, we have only 1 order, and in December, we've got 4 orders, because a lot of people actually buy more things in December. Then you can also see a total products chart here, which pretty much shows in the months 7th, I think should be July. So in July, we actually have 2 products. In August, we had only 1 product. And since then, we had 3 products and 3 products. Okay, so I will show you guys how to create this chart analytics. It looks pretty cool. We have other chart analytics in the dashboard, but when we get there, I will show you guys how it works. So if you scroll a little bit down to the bottom, you can actually see that we have this quick view section for products and for orders. So for products, you can actually see the products that the user has created, the ID of the product, which pretty much means it's SKU. Then you can see all this uniquely generated SKU over here. You can see the name of the product. You can see the product's name here. You can see the price of the product. You can also see the quantity that you have in stock remaining. You can see how many people have ordered this product. As you can see, the 2-piece set couple has 4 orders in total. You can also see the status of the products, if it's published, if it's drafted, if it's still in review, and things like that. From over here, you can as well go ahead and view the products if you want to do that, you see, and you can edit the products, or you could go ahead and delete the products. So I'll show you guys how all this works. Now let's open up the orders page. You can see we have the order ID here. We have the name of the person that made the order. We have the dates when the order was made. Then we have the order status. And as soon as you click on this to actually view more order, you're going to be prompted to the order detail page. I will still show you guys this. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the vendor dashboard page. Now let's hop over to products. The products is actually one of the most interesting ones that we also have here. You can see all this information that I showed you in the last section for the dashboard. When you click on this, you view the product. When you click on this, you edit the product. When you click on this, you delete the product. So let's start by deleting the product. Take note of this one, 2-piece set couple fashion. When you click on this, it just does not delete the product right away. It says delete products. Are you sure you want to permanently delete this product? And once you hit yes, delete it, the product will permanently be removed from our site. And as you can see, it's gone. Then this shows products deleted. This product has now been deleted forever. so you can never get those products back. And you see that is really interactive, because when you click on this, it just does not delete the product. It actually reconfirms that to see if you want to delete the product. So now that we've done that, the next thing on our list is to go ahead and edit a product. So, but before I edit a product, let me show you guys how adding and filtering of products works. So let's start with filtering of products. You can actually filter products by published, in draft, in review, disabled, latest, and oldest. So if I want to filter by latest, the latest is going to be at the top, the oldest is going to be at the bottom. But if I filter by oldest, see, now the oldest comes to the top and the latest comes to the bottom. So as you can see, we have a nice interactive filter here. You can also filter by in draft. We don't have any drafted products, so you see, no products yet. You can also filter by published. Then we get all the published products. Or in review, we don't have any in review, so we are not going to see anything over there. Okay, so after we've done that, then close to the filter button is the add products, one of the most interesting one again. So I will go ahead and select a product image for this actual products that I want to create now. I will open up my other page and look for the most cool products image that I could get. Let me see what I want to use. How many? Okay, let's use this one here. And as soon as you select that, see, we preview the product over here. That is really cool, right? And as soon as you start typing in the title, island, then you can pass in whatever you want. Island, beach, and water products. Then you see, we show up the products over here, the product title. So this will pretty much show you the image that you have selected and the title that you have added. Okay, so after you've done that, let me go ahead and actually create a real product for our system. So I'm gonna come over here, come over to my stock image, and I want to pretty much grab an image over here. So this is a cute orange beanie, and I'm gonna add a description for this. You could just duplicate this or add in lorem ipsum description. But if you're going live, hopefully you know the kind of description to add to this product. You could say things like, it's a nice product with strong leather and weaving materials, you know, things like that. And after you've done all that, I will go ahead and select a category. So it's in clothing section. So I'll just choose clothing. Then you can type out the brand that is making this product. Let's say it's Gucci or Fendi. I'm going to choose Gucci. And you can add the sale price. Let's say the sale price is 11 USD and the regular price is 20 USD. The shipping amount is 4 USD and the stock quantity that we have is 20 items in stock. Then you can add tags: beanie, cute, hat, orange, hat. Okay, so you can add tags like this. And after we've done that, this is where we now have the most interesting features, because when you click on this now, you can select a gallery image. And not only that, when you click on add more, see, it adds this for you to select multiple gallery image as much as you can. The list goes on and on and on. And you see, we have all this. So in case you don't want any of this, you can still go ahead and pop them out. Click on remove, and as you can see, it removes this, right? See? Click on remove, it removes this, and they are gone. So one cool thing that we have again is when you select a product image, for example this, it shows the review, the preview there, right? Let me actually okay, let me select this bag. You see, it shows the short preview there. If you add another image and select another item, it shows the preview there. You can add another one and select another image item, it still shows the same preview there. Guys, this is really amazing. And if there is anyone that you don't want, for example, you don't want this one, you could just pop it out, and as you can see, it's gone. Now that's it for the product image. We now have another field for specification. For the specification, you could go ahead and add your specifications. For example, made in, then you add in your country: USA, Nigeria, China, India. That's the countries where these were made in. Now you can add in whatever you want. Hopefully you get the idea. Then you can add more specifications. This is another really cool thing that I like, which will allow you adding more specifications. For example, I can add in weight, and it weighs 10 pounds. And you can add in things like quality assurance or quality, then WXD43 LB. And if you don't want all this extra field, you could go ahead and get rid of them. See, they are all gone, and we have only this now. Now the next one on our list is for size. You could go ahead and choose a size. XSL costs 20 USD, and SM, which is the small one, cost about 10 USD. And let's say, I don't know, S costs 5 USD. Okay, see how we can now add sizes. That is really cool. So after you've done this, you can remove whichever one you don't want. All this works perfectly well. And the last one on our list is colors. So I purposely did this. The first one is image. The next one is 2 inputs. The size is also 2 inputs. The color is input and image combined together. And the reason why I did this is pretty much to show you guys different ways on how to do different things. So in case in the future you actually want to add in something like this, you won't be like, oh, come on, the course didn't show how to do this. So that is why I actually showed different ways of doing different things. And in fact, if you start following the course, you will notice that I did not actually just follow one simple straight road to building everything. I will show you how to do different things with different ways. For example, typing in something in here, there are like 3 different ways that you can use to grab items that are typed in here. So I didn't just show one way on how to do it. I showed all the ways on how you can do that. In case you're going for an interview, or maybe you're being asked questions on how something is done, then you will know, okay, yeah, I actually saw how to do this in the course, and that is going to be really amazing. So we can add in colors here, green, and over here too, I'm going to choose green. Then you could choose the product that you want, maybe green. And I'm also going to say red, add in the color code, red, and I could choose the red. All right. So when all these are done, that's pretty much it. We can now go ahead and create products. So this is going to show creating, and it's going to process the product. And as soon as it gets created, then it will show products created successfully. So from over here now, we have now successfully created a new product, and that is just so amazing. So now on our website homepage, you can now see that this product will be listed over here. You see, cute beanies. So we now successfully created the products that got listed here. If I open this up now, you will see that we have the products show up here with the images that were selected. Do you remember? With the sizes that were added. Do you remember them? With the color that we also added. So that's pretty much it. Can you also see the specifications that we added there? Can you also see the description and, you know, things like that? The rating, not rated yet. This is everything that we have. So vendor, the vendor that created the product, and all that kind of information. So that works perfectly well. Let's hop back to the products page. Now, another thing that will be on our list will be to edit a product, right? So let me edit this product. And let's say I want to change this image. I don't need this image any longer. And I want to select maybe this, right? And for the gallery, let's say I don't need this one any longer, but I just need to change this one to this. And specifications, let's say I don't need this one. And then the size, I want to add one more, BS 35. I don't know if there's anything like BS, but I'm just adding that. But let me say XL. That sounds more natural. And for the color, let's say I don't even need any color again. I got rid of those. And now I click on this. It will go ahead and update the product. And as soon as it successfully updates the product, it will then show product updated successfully. And now when we view these products, see, we now have only one image over here. We now removed all the colors, you see, and we have this showing up. So guys, that's pretty much it. Everything works perfectly well for the products. All right. I believe we've demoed everything for the products page. Now I will hop over to the orders. So in the orders, you can see that it fetches all the orders that I have in my database. And over here, you can see the order ID, the buyer name, the dates, the order status, And if you select any of this order, you can now view more details about the order. So this is where the vendor will have to see the order total, the paid, the tax fee, the service fee. And if you don't want to show the tax fee or the service fee to the vendor, it's totally okay. You could deprive them from seeing this information. Maybe you only want to show them the total, payment status, order status, and shipping amount. And after all that, we then show the other items over here that they will have to prepare for shipping. Okay. And I also sent this email to the vendor. So I sent this sale that was made to the vendor's email. Remember that. So the vendor, if they don't want to open up their dashboard, they can as well immediately prepare this product for shipping on the go and, you know, immediately ship the products using these informations over here. So now that we've done that, that's pretty much it for the orders. I've actually showed how this works in the homepage. Now over to one of the interesting tabs, which is the earning tab. So over here in the earning and reviews page, we can clearly see that we have the total sales and the monthly earning. Okay. So the total sales that we have made in general is 567.81. So that is the same thing that we have over here in the dashboard. But you can now see that we also calculate the monthly sales to know how much that we have made for the current month. So the current month is December. We have made 10 sales, which is our highest so far. And we have also made 232.81 USD, which is our highest revenue so far. So over here, we pretty much show the vendor how much they have made for the current month. And here we show them how much they have made in general. And you can also see this very cool revenue tracker that we have here, where we show them how much they made in each month. So September, they made 4 sales and they made 74. October, they made 3 sales and they made 87. November, December, and so on. Then we also have this really nice graph over here, or chart, that shows how much they made. So you can see in December, which is their highest so far, they have made 232. And you can see as the month went down, they made lower amounts of money. So that is pretty much it. You can as well reverse this graph so that the 9 starts from here and the 12 goes over to this place here. Okay. Don't worry, by the time we actually build out all this in this course, you will have a better understanding of how all this perfectly works, how to implement the monthly, how to calculate the month and their earning, how to show the graph, and pretty much everything that has to do with it. So after the graph, the really cool feature that I have next is the reviews. You can see that we have the reviews showing up over here, and on the go, you can see the review is, this product was amazing. Reply is no response. We haven't replied the review yet. Name is Tuiva. The products that they reviewed on was Green Heart, Bucket Heart. Their rating was 3. So you can view this review and we see the perfect review detail page here. You can as well go ahead and click on reply and it's drop down the simple form where you can now say something like thanks for your review. And as soon as you hit this button here, take note of the response. Now that shows no response. Click on this. Now you can see thanks for your review. So we have successfully reviewed this product, and we could go over to the home page or the review homepage, and you can see the review shows up over here. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the review. We have this nice interactive page that shows the vendor all the reviews that they have got from oldest to latest. And I think that's pretty much it. Everything is working perfectly well for the reviews. Now, the next thing over here is add products link. I've showed you guys how this works already, right? So we will skip that now and hop over to coupon and discount. So the coupon and discount is another really cool feature that I love in this application. You could create new coupon over here. Let's say I want to call this one 2024 bonus. Okay. And for the discounts, let's say I want it to be 50% off. And as soon as you click on create coupon, see, it will create the coupon down here. And we can now see 2024 bonus is the code. The type is percentage. The discount is 50%. The status is active. So let's say you actually want to deactivate a coupon, because when a coupon status is inactive, users will not be able to apply this coupon when checking out. So if you make this coupon inactive by clicking on this and updating the coupon, now you see that this coupon now is inactive. which means when the user try applying this coupon, it will show, hey, coupon wasn't found, okay, because the coupon is inactive. Now you can as well delete a coupon. See, it's gone. You can delete this coupon. See, it's gone. So we have all those features working perfectly well for the vendor dashboard to actually make their life way easier. Now we can see total coupons is 2, active coupon is 2. So if you go ahead and deactivate a coupon and see now, active coupon is 1, total coupon is 2. That is cool, right? So that's pretty much it for the coupon. It's actually simple to show the demo than actually build it out. But because I have about, I think, 5 different tutorials that showed how to build out these features that I just showed you right now, from the API to the front end to the navigating on creating of coupon, listing of percentage, deleting of coupon, and things like that. I think I have over 5 tutorials that showed how to do that. So that's pretty much it for the coupon. The next thing on our list is notification. Now, notification for vendors is a little bit more advanced than notification for buyers, because for the vendors, notification is very important. That is how they actually know, new orders that have come in. Now we have 2 systems of notification. The first one is email notification, and the other one is in-app inbuilt notification, which is this inbuilt notification that we have here. So from the go, we can see notifications and pretty much mark whichever one that we have read over here as read. And as soon as you mark this, see, it's now red. Then you can now see over here that we have 7 unread notification, 6 read notification, and 13 total notification. So as soon as you click on this, see now, 7 read notification, 6 unread, and it updates this page. So you can also view this over here to show you all the read notifications. So these are all the notifications that we have read. New order, new order, new order. You got a new order for this, then the status is red, and that's pretty much how it works. So you can see notification looks pretty good and advanced. I will show you guys how to perform all this operation. That when you click on this, it actually marks the notification as seen. It updates the counts over here, and it's pretty much appends the seen notification here in the all notification section. That's it for notification. The next thing on our list is settings. Now, this is another cool one because you can actually update your shop settings from here. Let's start off by viewing our shop information. As soon as I click on view shop, you can see Desphixs software developer has 9 products, and these are all his products. So now let's say I want to change up my profile picture to this one here, and let's say I want to change this to we sell clothes here, and I want to change my username to, I don't know, Destiny Sam or Destiny J, and I hit update shop. So as soon as you hit the update shop, see, shop updated successfully, and we immediately update this information over here. Now, if we check out our shop page again, now see, Destiny J, we sell clothes here. This is the image that they have, and they have 9 products. So we also have the feature to actually view a vendor's shop page. Now, this link over here is what you will have to give to your users or put on your Instagram bio or YouTube bio so that users can actually view your shop on Desphixs test store. Okay, so after we've done that, that's pretty much it for the tests. The next thing that we have here is profile. So alongside updating your shop, you can also update your profile. Let's say I don't want to use that image that I have there, but instead I want to change my profile image to something else, something totally different. I can select this profile image, change my name back to Destiny Franks because my name isn't Destiny Franks Sam. Then I could go ahead and update my profile. So clicking on update, it will go ahead and show this profile updated, and it updates the new image down here. So guys, that's pretty much it. As far as I can remember all the features that we've implemented, that is it. I know we still got a whole lot of things going on. As soon as I remember a feature that I haven't demoed, I will go ahead and make a follow-up video to actually show you guys how we're going to be building that. Okay, now I know that we still have a lot of things to actually get an e-commerce platform set up, but at the moment we have the version 1 completed. I will go ahead and start working on the version 2 to better add in more features and pretty much anything that you are requesting for. If there is a feature you'd like to see, if there is a feature you think I've missed, if there is anything in general that you want to contribute to the project that you want me to build, so you go ahead and start dropping your contribution, your ideas to the question and answer section below. You can also drop it in the private message below or shoot me a mail at desphixs@gmail.com. So please, I highly need your contribution. I need your ideas and things that we can add into this e-commerce to make it even better. So before I end off the video, there is just one more thing that I want to say. You can actually see that I use Bootstrap here instead of using a nice template. So in the previous courses that I've made, I actually make use of some nice looking already made templates in case of those that are pretty much looking to set up their store without wanting to build out the front end again. But I received a lot of complaints because the templates actually, firstly, it's difficult to set up, and a lot of people find it difficult following up with setting up the template. And a lot of people also recommended that I use Bootstrap because Bootstrap, with it, we will have less code to work with, and less code means less complexity. So we can easily, spin things around, change up things without actually confusing anyone. So that is why I went ahead and used Bootstrap for this project. So if you're looking to get a real startup with better UI design, that is not this Bootstrap over here, then you should hit me up. I have a couple of designs that I have started working on. Then I will show you how the designs work. Then we could go ahead and, further discuss on how you can get the designs and templates and pretty much things like that. So that's going to be it. If there is anything that I have missed, I'll make a follow-up tutorial to show you guys how it works. And I hope you guys will really enjoy the video. And trust me, when I say that you will learn a lot of things, you will learn a lot of things. This will pretty much be the best Django React e-commerce series that you will need to get started working with React, to get started working with Django, and to get started building and writing professional, solid, and modern APIs in Django with a lot of cool packages. That is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys will enjoy the video and learn something new, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, mad love, peace out. Welcome to our comprehensive Django and React e-commerce course. The primary goal of this course is to empower you with the skills and knowledge needed to become a proficient web developer capable of building advanced, multi-purpose, multi-vendor enterprise websites, in this case, multi-vendor e-commerce websites. And by the end of this course, you will, number one, master Django and React fundamentals, which pretty much means you will develop a deep understanding of both Django, the high-level Python web framework, and React, the most powerful JavaScript library for building user interfaces. You will also gain hands-on experience in leveraging the strengths of each of these technologies. Number two, you will create a multi-vendor e-commerce website. So we will take on the challenge of building a feature-rich multi-vendor e-commerce platform from scratch. Throughout this project, you will learn to design, implement, and optimize a complex web application that incorporates essential functionalities like user authentication, product listing, shopping carts, secure transactions, secure checkout, vendor dashboard, creating of product coupons, orders, and a whole lot of things. Number three, you will understand what full stack development actually is. So you will acquire a holistic understanding of the full stack development by seamlessly integrating the back-end capabilities of Django with the dynamic front-end interaction powered by React. You will learn to architect and connect different components to build a cohesive, responsive, and scalable web application. You will also learn problem solving and troubleshooting. So in this course, you will develop the skills to identify, troubleshoot, and solve common challenges encountered in the real-world web development scenarios. You will also learn best practices for debugging, optimizing performance, and ensuring the security of your web applications are top-notch. Then we will learn deployment and hosting. So you will pretty much master the art of deploying Django and React to production environments using AWS, Railway, Netlify, Render, and pretty much top-notch hosting platforms that are out there. So you understand the considerations and steps involved in hosting your projects, making them accessible to a global audience. We will also discuss other things like pricing for your startup, security, efficiency, and performance of servers, and pretty much everything that's related to hosting and deployment. Then we will build a strong portfolio. So throughout the course, you will work on hands-on projects and exercises that will not only reinforce your learning, but also contribute to a robust portfolio. You will showcase your newly acquired skills and projects to prospective employers or even clients. Then after that, we will finally stay updated with the industry's best practices. So just like you know already, web development is a dynamic field, and we will not only teach you the current best practices, but also provide insights on how you can stay updated with the industry trends. So you will equip yourselves to adapt to the evolving technologies and methodologies. And by the end of this course, you won't just be a coder, you'll be a web development architect capable of conceptualizing, designing, and implementing sophisticated enterprise websites using Django and React. Let's embark on this journey together and transform your coding skill into a powerful tool for building the future of web development. So without any further ado, let's get started. Hi, this is Destiny from Desphixs, and welcome back to another video in the Django React e-commerce series. And in this one, we're going to go ahead and start talking about the tools and resources that we actually need to work with these projects. And that is what we're going to be talking about in this one. Hopefully you will learn something new in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing that we need to actually work with this project is Python. Python, as stated over here, is a programming language that lets you quickly work and integrate systems more effectively. So for the Django React e-commerce system, Python will be our main programming language for the back end. And in Python, we will then work with a framework called Django. And in Django, we will then work with a framework that is called Django REST Framework. So using Python, we can write Python-related logic. Using Django, we'll be able to actually spin up our project, perform things like create models, create views, and things like that. And using Django REST Framework, we will then be able to write REST APIs, serialize our models, and pretty much create routes and endpoints. Now, Python is highly needed for the project. To install Python, you pretty much want to come over to the download section in the Python official website and click on the first button over here, which is pretty much for downloading Python. And after it gets downloaded, all you want to do is go ahead and execute this file and install it just like you will install any other application onto your system. And after it's done, you want to open up your command prompt. And just to confirm if Python is installed, you could type out a couple of commands here. You could type out Python, you could type out Py, you could type out Python 3. But for my system, if I type out Py and shows this up, Python 3.11.5, then that means Python have been successfully installed on your system. The next thing that we need is Node.js. As you can see, Node.js is an open source, cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment. And Node.js will pretty much be the building block for our front-end system. And for the front end, hopefully you know that we will be working with a library called React. And for that library called React, we need Node.js to actually set up that library. So you want to make sure to actually install Node.js onto your system. When you come over to nodejs.org, you could click on this over here. Then it will go ahead and download the Node.js application onto your system. After the executable file gets downloaded completely, then you want to go ahead and run that file and pretty much install it the way you installed Python. So if everything works well, then you want to open up your command prompt, and over here I'm going to run node. And when you run node and you can see welcome to Node.js version 18.18.1, then you will know that you have successfully installed Node, and that is one step out of the way to start up with a course. Now, we need some kind of environment to actually write our code in, edit our code, format our code, and actually run our code. And that is where Visual Studio Code comes in. Don't get me wrong, you can also use other code editors. For example, you can see that I've got Sublime Text here on my PC. I've also got Atom, but my favorite code editor is Visual Studio Code because it easily lets you perform a lot of operations from debugging in your code editor to pretty much working with live servers, hot reloads, extensions, viewing of APIs, making of API calls, and pretty much a whole lot of things. So I want you to go ahead and install Visual Studio Code by clicking on this button here. And when the executable file gets downloaded, you pretty much want to install it the way you've installed every other application that we will be using for this course. And after it's done, you could go ahead and open up Visual Studio Code. And if you can now see a page that looks like this, then that means your Visual Studio Code have been successfully installed. So after all that, we need some sort of browser to view our application in. So when we write a code in Visual Studio Code, we will view the live changes in our browser. And that is where Google Chrome comes to play. Again, don't get me wrong. As you can see, I also have Mozilla Firefox down here. And Mozilla Firefox is still a really nice browser. But just due to the fact that Google Chrome, in my opinion, seems to be more user-friendly for developers, that is why I will recommend that you use Google Chrome for this tutorial. So if you've got these 4 tools, then congratulations, because you're actually on your way to starting off with a course. That is pretty much it. Hopefully you've been able to download the tools and actually install them on your system. And if everything is working well, then congratulations. I hope to see you in the next video. And until then, mad love. Peace out. Hello guys, I'm Destiny Franks, your guide and mentor on this exciting journey into the world of Django and React. And as the founder of Desphixs, I bring a wealth of experience and passion for web development that I'm eager to share with you. I've been immersed in ever-evolving field of development for almost half a decade, and my journey has taken me from solo coding sessions to leading dynamic development teams. And my love for crafting elegant, functional, and scalable web solutions led me to specialize in Django and React, which is a combination that I believe offers unparalleled flexibility and power. Django and React are just more than frameworks and libraries to me. They represent a philosophy of efficient, modular, and user-centric development. In this course, I'm excited to impact not just technical knowledge, but also the mindset and best practices that can elevate your coding skills. I understand the challenges and joy of learning to code, and I'm committed to making this journey enjoyable and rewarding for you. My teaching philosophy is hands-on and project-focused, which means we will not only explore the theoretical aspect of Django and React, but also dive into real-world projects that mirror the challenges you'll encounter in your future endeavors. You should expect a dynamic and engaging learning experience, from dissecting complex concepts to celebrating the aha moments as you master them. We'll be in this together. I'm here to provide guidance, answer questions, and share my insights into the industry. Also, you should expect regular assignments and take-homes that will better equip you to actually know how to solve real-world challenges and problems. When I'm not crafting web solutions, you can find me exploring new technologies or contributing to open source projects. I believe that continuous learning is the key to success, and I'm excited to foster the spirit within our learning community. I'm thrilled to be your instructor on this journey, so let's just not learn to code. Let's create something extraordinary together. Welcome to the course, and let's get started.